So I have been using Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra for over 8 months. As you all probably know, if you are following my channel, I use smartphones to make all the content on my YouTube. Okay, and this is no exception. This is my main phone I was using most of the time, about 90% switching between different phones. And I've made a little list here, what I hate about this phone and what I love about this phone. And sadly, there's a lot more what I hate about it than what I love. So stick around. So the first one that I actually experienced when I was doing my first review 8 months ago, it was overheating. Now this was mainly when I was making videos, and when you actually do a bit of gaming, you can feel how much warmer the phone gets. Now they have improved this after a couple of months when they did one of the major software updates. So it's not as bad anymore. However, you can still experience some overheating here and there. Second one, just to remind you guys, this is Exynos version. This is not Snapdragon version. I haven't had a chance to review it myself. Here in the UK and in Europe, we only have Exynos version available. So if you have Snapdragon, please let me know if you have experienced any of those issues. So the next one is Wi-Fi connectivity. It's not the best, okay? My internet's pretty decent in my house. I've got one of the fastest. Sadly, I do experience some issues with disconnecting from Wi-Fi. I have to get closer, I have to disconnect and connect again, which is a bit of pain, I have to say. Another one, probably one of the most annoying for me, is the performance. As we all know, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, this is the latest flagship from Samsung, but performance isn't great. I see some lag when I scroll down. I edit all my videos using KineMaster app, which is one of the apps I've been using for about 2 years, and I've been using different phones. And I have to say, when I export the video, it does pretty slow. Sometimes lag when you listen to the music, when you open YouTube. So in performance, actually Samsung Galaxy Fold 3, which I'm actually currently using, I'm going to show you a little video so you can see the difference that Fold 3 is actually faster, even though it has Snapdragon 888. Okay, so let's check on performance. I think the Z Fold 3 was faster. Let's go and check on this. What's the time?
The time is 12:43.
Again, Z Fold. This is Snapdragon 888. This is last year chipset. Okay, let's open Maps. Again. Do you know what I mean? Another pretty annoying one is the battery. Now, as I said, I use a lot the phone, okay? I make videos, I make phone calls, I scroll YouTube, I check my analytics. For me, the phone won't last longer than about 6 hours on screen time, which isn't great. I have Quad HD display on because I want to enjoy that resolution really, so I want the highest resolution. However, I had to go on the dark mode in order to get that, because when I was on the normal mode, the battery would even last me half a day, which is very annoying. Which takes me to another one, which I wouldn't mind if this phone was able to take like 60, 80 or maybe 100 watts fast speed charging. However, it's only capable of taking 40 watts, which isn't really great for the flagship device. I know iPhone is even slower, but there's also option for your wireless charging, which is great. However, I think it's only about 20 watts speed. Sadly, when you make videos 4K, it takes quite a bit of space. So I have 128 gigabytes of version. So I will run out with the storage like within the week. So I have to keep deleting my older content to make sure I can keep up with the storage. So that doesn't really help. I know there are some, bigger storage option, but then you're looking at some, another 150, 200 pounds on the top of that, which is quite a lot of money. Which takes me to another one. This phone doesn't keep its value very well, especially now when S23 Ultra and all the series from S23 will be out. So when I got this phone, when it was first released, it was close to £1,200. Now, if I would like to sell a second hand on Facebook or eBay, I'll be lucky if I get anything around £700, which is quite a lot of money lost in just a couple of months' time. If you are looking for the best value for money flagship, I would highly recommend Google Pixel 7 Pro. I have tested the camera performance, and I also did camera comparison between S22 Ultra and Pixel 7 Pro, so you should definitely check that out. Another thing that I'm not a huge fan of is the size. It is a pretty big device, so you need to be prepared. And it has round display, which I'm not a huge fan of. Also, S Pen. For me, there's not really use for it. I never used it. But also, what I did, when I dropped this phone once, it actually came out and it got broken. So I purchased myself another one because if I will be selling this device, I don't want people asking me what happened to the pen. Is it working? Is it not working? So I purchased original Samsung Galaxy S Pen, and it cost me just over £40 here in the UK, which is quite expensive for just a tiny little pen. I didn't even open the box because I will give that new person, if I'll be selling this device, to show that I actually got that S Pen with me. But for me, just I don't see a point using it. But okay, but let's talk about some good things. Yeah, there are some good things about this device, and I think still this is one of the best cameras out there. Okay, as a parent, as a content creator, I use the camera all the time, and it's, in my opinion, this is the best camera out there you can find so far. The telephoto zoom, now this is December time, nearly Christmas, so my kids were performing in some nativities, and I could see people, parents, they'll try to zoom in with their iPhones, trying to get a picture of video of them children, and they were really struggling. You can tell the quality. And then when I get the S22 Ultra, when I get the optical ×10 zoom, the quality is still pretty amazing, I have to say. So in terms of the zoom and the camera, I don't have any concerns whatsoever. And then you got loads of options for your vlogging. You got Pro Video Mode. So if you're looking for the best device for taking pictures and making videos, then I would highly recommend this if you don't mind all the things that I've mentioned about before. But display, this is one of the best displays and the brightest displays you can find out there on a smartphone. So I don't have any complaints about that. Watching videos, YouTube, Netflix, etc. You had Dolby Atmos, so the sound quality is pretty impressive too. The build quality is brilliant. I've dropped this phone several times. It has some tiny scratches, but in terms of durability, it is a very solid device. But what do you think about this Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra? Would you get one? I know there are some discounts now, so you can get it pretty cheaper now, especially when the S22 will be out very shortly. But I will be switching this phone for a different one. I actually switched to Pixel 7 Pro, but because I buy all the phones for my own money, I had to resell it to get all the tech so I can make more videos for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Please let me know what you think about this phone, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.